Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to my review of the Mora Craftline 511. That is that knife you see right there. You are at the We All Juggle Knives channel, by the way. Welcome one and all. The current price on this knife is only $10 on US Amazon. I will include a link for your convenience in the text description box. Here is a closer look at the knife. The blade length is 3.6 inches. It has a Scandi grind. This is made in Sweden. It is high carbon steel. It's got some TPE on that handle for a good grip. I wear a large size glove, so if you have hands of my size, that's how the handle is going to fit you. I find it very comfortable. A few more stats on this knife. The thickness is 0.08 inches and the weight is 3.9 ounces. So this blade is light and easy to carry. Okay, let's do some stuff. I have a series of tasks for it. We're going to cut a variety of materials. Got some paracord there. Hey, it's red. It matches the knife. That was not planned at all. But it goes through the paracord easily. Now this is their Craftline series, so it's not necessarily for the outdoors, but it can also be used by workers, by tradesmen, around the house, in a factory, in a warehouse, and you could use it for camping and so forth as well. Alright, that is some heavy-duty nylon strap material. It's just what I had around. We're going to cut a variety of things because I don't know where you might be using this. Like I said, around the house, on the job, at a campsite, you never know. But check it out. It does cut through that pretty well. And usually you would use a serrated blade to rip through that. But that sharp blade, yeah, that sharp blade does well on that. Okay, got some plastic bindings that you sometimes get wrapped around tiles or other type of packages. Now, plastic is not that good for your knife edge, but this is a $10 knife, so it will often be used roughly sometimes. All right, I'm going to put some notches in this piece of wood. All right, that's going to take a while, so let's catch up. How are you all doing during these stressful times? Good, I hope. Oh, how am I doing? I'm doing well, except for, talking to myself like this. Went a little crazy. No, just kidding. Now, I keep seeing these articles and videos about the Quarantine 15. Apparently, your average American has just gotten really fat during this time period. All right, well, I hope your Quarantine 15 was muscle and not fat. I've lost a lot of body fat. Back in 2018, I decided to give up fast food, and it has really helped. I no longer suffer from arthritis. I no longer suffer from sciatica. Of course, you got to get some exercise, too. So how does this tie in with knives? Well, I want you to live a long life so you can keep enjoying the knives and enjoying the outdoors. So I hope you're doing well. But anyway, there are my 3 notches. Yes, practicing the old bushcraftery. Yeah, so this can be used for many things, including whittling, woodwork. Oh, holy shit. Excuse me, Google. Yeah. Oh, Google likes a little profanity. It's 3D. We got shavings coming at your face. And among all the things that could be going towards your face, shavings are some of the more innocuous materials, substances. Man, this took a dark turn, didn't it? All right, so it's drawing it down that piece of wood, and it goes through that wood very easily. Now, we haven't even talked about Moras. Let's recap about Moras. Mora offers you high quality for very low prices, usually a lot of good value. Most of my viewers already know about Moras, but there's young people coming of age every day and getting into the knife scene, getting into maybe prepping, self-reliance, or maybe just camping. All right, so there you go. It made a stake. All right, but yeah, Moras are awesome. All right, here I am making some shavings. I got my survival tin. Yeah, actually, that's just I had some relatives go on a trip. They went to Europe and they got some fancy chocolates as a gift, like a Christmas gift or something for me, and that was the tin. I was like, I can use this as one of those survival tins. All right, got your shavings. Now, the spine of this is not really good to use as a striker, right? So I'm just going to use a separate striker. But hey, at least it could make some shavings. Now, I do plan to modify the spine to make it able to use as a striker just because I like to use the knife. But you should know when you buy it like out of the box, it's not as efficient as a separate striker. Right? And I usually make more shavings, right? Because more shavings is just easier to light. But there you go. But yeah, I've been a big fan of Moras for a long time. And I was realizing the other day that even though I've been into Moras forever, I don't have a lot of up-to-date reviews of Moras. So that is going to change. This is going to be the first in a series of reviews for the Moras. All right, here it is cutting up some food. Got a hanger steak there. Now, with such a thin blade, this is actually excellent for slicing up your organic matter, okay? Whether you're a hunter, a trapper, or you're just having like a camp cookout and you brought some sausage or whatever. But there you go. It cuts very cleanly. All right, here it is on paper before I cut most of those other things. Just listen. Yeah, I'd give the initial sharpness an A. Moras generally come sharp and they're easy to keep sharp. Here's a look at the sheath that it comes with. It is a plastic sheath. It does hold it in securely. It's got a belt clip there. On the front it has a notch that you can use to piggyback another Mora sheath onto it. It's got that place to push off with your thumb to free the blade. Alright, so what we have here is a lightweight, inexpensive, yet very handy sheath. Alright, this is what I call the pencil sharpening test. Just a little whittling, and it excels at this task due to the sharpness of the blade and the thinness of the blade. It is great for this. Alright, let's do final thoughts on the Mora Craftline 511. Well, I do believe it offers you extreme value for your money. There's a lot to like. That Scandi grind, very desirable for many tasks. It makes it an excellent slicer. The steel is excellent for a $10 knife. You're getting a high carbon steel. All right, that's basically like the equivalent of a 1095 high carbon. The handle is ergonomic, at least for me or my size of hand. Comes in many colors. I like the red because it's easy to spot if you drop the knife. Speaking of Mora, here is a size and shape comparison with some of my other Mora knives. You know, Mora's line, I mean, they do have something for everyone. I will include a full listing of all these knives in the text description box, as well as other Moras that are not shown here, except for I have a few discontinued Moras that are pretty awesome, but no longer made, like the old Mora Scout, and I even have the older model of this knife, the 511. Remember those? Yeah, back in the day, we're all getting old. But yeah, look at all those blades. Mora definitely has something for everyone. All right, so just check out those links. You'll probably find something to fill the holes in your collection. Yeah, this knife, glad I picked it up. I mean, it's so worth the $10. I think they're selling like a 3-pack now on Amazon as well. Oh, and also, if you would prefer Sandvik Swedish stainless steel instead of this high carbon, they do have another model with a different number, but it's basically the same thing just with the Sandvik steel. So that's going to be listed underneath the links for this 511. All right, so check that out if you prefer the stainless. Maybe you live in a very humid environment. Now this is a carbon steel blade and it can rust. So after doing all that stuff with this knife, I repolished it with some of that Flitz metal polish. That polish is also anti-corrosion, and it will even remove light surface rust, right? So protect your investment. You're going to get a carbon steel blade. Consider getting some of this Flitz. I'll include a link down below. Well, all right, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this video. All right, we all juggle knives here, dedicated to bringing you some budget-friendly stuff to help out in these tough times. I will be reviewing more Moras coming up and more Swiss knives and maybe a few prison shanks and naughty things throwing knives. But if you like videos like this, feel free to subscribe. Try to use the links in the text box. Those do help the channel. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.